Do you
But we
think?
ain't fucking with emotions. We just do that shit just to do it. We can hit a bitch, never talk to her.
Right. And we
Girl
know
doing that shit.
It started with silence. No warning, no statement, no dramatic post. Just a quiet unfollow. A few shady lyrics and a look on live that fans couldn't ignore. 1 minute, they looked solid, untouchable, like one of those low-key industry couples that somehow survive everything. The next minute, the internet was whispering that it was over. And when people noticed that Latto had wiped certain memories from her page and stopped saying his name altogether, the questions got louder. Because when she goes quiet, something is wrong. But here's the twist. This wasn't just another celebrity breakup. This felt personal, bitter, almost like a betrayal that cut deeper than love. And the man at the center of it all? 21 Savage, the rapper known for being private.
People were posting it and it went viral, and then I started getting calls from your team saying that you allegedly wanted to pay me to take it off of Hollywood Unlocked. And I wasn't going to remove it, but I asked my team to check to see if anybody else had posted. Although I think we posted it first, everybody started posting it, and then it became a thing where I think then she got, from what I understand, was unhappy with us not taking it down.
Calculated and almost impossible to read. No messy interviews, no public drama, no emotional posts. So when his name started trending next to words like cheating, secret relationships, leaked videos, and heartbreak, you already know this wasn't going to be simple. Because what looked like a quiet romance behind the scenes may have actually been a ticking bomb. And when it exploded, it dragged everybody down with it. For a long time, their connection felt like one of hip-hop's worst-kept secrets. They never officially confirmed anything. No red carpet moments, no couple goals photos, nothing obvious. But fans aren't dumb. They notice matching vacations, the same backgrounds, the same restaurants, the same studio sessions posted minutes apart. Little clues that slowly built a bigger picture.
For a long time, I don't do all the antics and shit. I don't got a celebrity girlfriend. I'm not finna be out everywhere. I'm not dropping music every other week. I'm not going on live talking about every other week.
For every time she dropped music, there were hints, slick lines that sounded a little too specific, lyrics about loyalty, late-night calls, and loving someone the world couldn't know about. And every time his name came up, she'd smile, then dodge the question. It felt playful at first, like two people protecting something special, something private. And honestly, that made people root for them even more, because in an industry full of fake relationships and clout-chasing couples, theirs seemed real, low-key, grown, serious. But what nobody realized was that the secrecy wasn't romantic, it was complicated, messy, and maybe even wrong from the very beginning, because behind that private love story was a truth that would change everything. He wasn't exactly single, and once that detail hit social media, the tone shifted fast. Suddenly, this wasn't a cute mystery anymore, it was a scandal waiting to happen. At first, the rumors sounded small, whispers that he had unfinished business, talk that there was someone else still technically in the picture. Then internet detectives started digging.
Old photos resurfaced, family connections got exposed, and people began realizing that his personal life was way more layered than anyone expected. And that's when the pressure started building. Because being in love with someone who comes with baggage is one thing, but being tied to someone whose life is still legally connected elsewhere, that's different. That's stressful. That's humiliating. Imagine falling hard for someone, giving them years, only to find out you might never actually be their priority, that you're the secret, not the main story. That alone can break anybody. But it didn't stop there, because what nobody expected was how public things would become. Little shots started appearing, subtle shade, cryptic tweets, unfollow, refollow, delete. You know the pattern. The kind of behavior people swear isn't about anyone, but somehow tells you everything. Fans started noticing that her energy changed too. Her interviews felt heavier, less playful, more guarded, like someone trying to act strong while quietly hurting. And if you've ever been heartbroken, you know that look, that tight smile, that "I'm good" voice that doesn't sound good at all. But here's where it gets messy, because just when people thought they were still figuring things out, boom, another rumor dropped, and this one hit different. Word started spreading that he wasn't just distant, he might have been entertaining somebody else, not secretly texting, not flirting, but actually moving on, taking trips, spending time, being seen. And if that wasn't enough, there were whispers about a video, a private moment, something that was never meant to leave their circle, suddenly floating around online. And the internet, you already know how cruel it gets. Instead of sympathy, it became jokes, memes, these pieces. Everybody acting like they knew the whole story, but nobody thinking about the person at the center of it. Because it's easy to gossip, it's harder to imagine how it feels. Imagine waking up and your relationship is trending. Imagine strangers debating your love life like it's entertainment. Imagine trusting someone only to feel exposed. That kind of betrayal doesn't just hurt your heart, it messes with your pride, your confidence, your peace. And people close to her started hinting that she wasn't taking it well, not because she's weak, but because she actually cared. See, when you love hard, you fall hard too, and she never seemed like someone who dates just for fun. She looked invested, like she pictured a future, like she believed him. So when the rumors of cheating got louder, it wasn't just gossip. It felt like disrespect, like everything she protected was being played with. But here's the twist nobody expected. Instead of crying publicly or begging for answers, she changed. Her music got sharper, colder, more direct. The sweetness disappeared. Now it sounded like a woman who learned a lesson the hard way. Bars about loyalty turning fake, about men who lie, about giving your all to someone who gives you half. And fans connected the dots instantly. This wasn't random, this was personal. This was pain turned into power. But pain still leaves scars, because behind closed doors, things reportedly got tense. Arguments, distance, silence. And sometimes silence hurts more than yelling, because silence means somebody stopped trying. And once you stop fighting for a relationship, it's already halfway dead. People say the final straw came when she realized she wasn't the only one anymore, that whatever they had wasn't special to him like it was to her. And nothing breaks your heart faster than feeling replaceable. All those memories, all those late nights, all those promises suddenly meaningless. And that's when the shade became obvious. No more hiding, no more pretending. Little comments here and there. Unapologetic energy, like she was done protecting someone who didn't protect her. Honestly, you can't blame her, because betrayal changes you. It makes you colder, smarter, less trusting. You start questioning everything. Was any of it real, or was I just convenient? And that question alone can keep you up at night. The emotional toll hit deeper than fans realized. This wasn't just about a man, it was about respect, about feeling chosen, about not wanting to look foolish in front of millions of people. Being strong in public while hurting in private is exhausting. Smiling for cameras when your heart feels heavy? Exhausting. Acting unbothered when everyone's watching your every move? Even worse. People close to her said she threw herself into work, studio sessions, back-to-back projects, because sometimes staying busy is the only way not to break down. Music became therapy. Every verse sounded like a diary entry. Every performance felt like her reclaiming control. But you could still see it in her eyes sometimes, that quiet disappointment, like she gave someone her loyalty and got embarrassment in return. And honestly, that's the part people don't talk about enough. Cheating isn't just betrayal, it's humiliation. It makes you feel small.
Like you weren't enough, even when you did nothing wrong. And healing from that takes time, a lot of time, especially when the whole world is watching. Now, the craziest part? Neither of them really told their side. No big interview, no messy confession, just silence and subtle moves, which somehow made everything louder. Because when celebrities don't talk, fans create their own story. And sometimes those stories hurt worse than the truth. But maybe that silence says everything. Maybe some relationships don't end with screaming. Maybe they end with distance, with acceptance, with two people realizing love isn't enough when trust is gone. And if you look at her now, she seems different, stronger, more focused, like she stopped chasing and started choosing herself. And honestly, that might be the real glow-up, because sometimes losing someone isn't a loss, it's protection. Maybe the breakup didn't destroy her. Maybe it saved her from wasting more years on someone who couldn't fully show up. And maybe that leaked drama, those rumors, all that embarrassment, was the wake-up call she didn't know she needed. Because here's the truth nobody likes to admit. Not every love story is meant to last. Some people come into your life just to teach you what you'll never tolerate again. And maybe that was his role, a lesson, a chapter, not the whole book. So while the internet keeps gossiping, while blogs keep speculating, she's out here leveling up, dropping hits, building her brand, walking like someone who knows her worth now. And him? Still private, still unreadable, still silent. Maybe that's just who he is. But one thing's clear, whatever they had, it changed them both. And even though the relationship may be over, the story? Oh, people are going to talk about this one for a long time. Because love, secrets, and betrayal, that's a combination the internet never forgets. And honestly, something tells me we still haven't heard the last twist yet.